behalf of CMA, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for being here for the announcement of the final nominees for the 2010 CMA Broadcast Awards and our crown jewel, the 44th Annual CMA Awards. The CMA Awards show is our Oscars. And we have three outstanding artists this morning to perform for you. To kick things off, we have RCA Nashville recording artist Chris Young. He recently earned his second consecutive #1 single, When the Man I Want to Be, the title track from his current album, spent 3 weeks at the top of the chart. And today he is performing his first #1, Getting You Home. Let's hear it from Mr. Chris Young.
Now, honey, I know you love getting dressed up, and you know I love showing you off, but watching your baby blue eyes dancing in the candlelight glow, all I can think about is getting you home.
Our next performance this morning is from a Big Machine recording artist, Steel Magnolia. This duo made history when their hit, Keep On Loving You, became the highest charting debut single from male-female country duet act in the 66-year history of the Billboard Top Country Songs chart. How about that? They will release their self-titled debut album on September 21. Here to perform their current single, Just By Being You, please welcome Steel Magnolia.
And I'll take off my halo if you take off your wings. You don't have to be invincible, 'cause I sure ain't no saint. You'll always be my angel, no matter what you do, 'cause you take me to heaven just by being you.
He was named Billboard New Country Artist of 2009, and his #1 single, Small Town USA, from his self-titled debut album, earned him recognition as the first solo country artist to have a song from his debut album reach #1 since Taylor Swift's Our Song in 2007. Performing How I Got to Be This Way, please welcome Mr. Justin Moore.
Yeah, I've done some pretty stupid things, but hey, I'm a little bit taller and a whole lot smarter. That's how I got to be this way. Yeah, yeah. Before we start this, I just want to say you look stunning in that jacket.
Before we start this, I just want to say I think it's funny that the guitar strap that we were both using is off of Guitar Hero from my house.
I knew I recognized it. That's a true story, actually. All right, let's get going. The nominees for Musician of the Year are Paul Franklin, Dan Huff, Brent Mason, Mac McAnally, and Randy Scruggs.
Music Video of the Year, and this award goes to the artist and the director. And the nominees are Hillbilly Bone, Blake Shelton, featuring Trace Adkins, directed by Roman White. Need You Now, Lady Antebellum, directed by David McClister. The House That Built Me, Miranda Lambert, directed by Trey Fanjoy. Water, Brad Paisley, directed by Jim Shea. White Liar, Miranda Lambert, directed by Chris Hickey.
Single of the Year. This award goes to the artist and producer. The nominees are A Little More Country Than That, Easton Corbin, produced by Carson Chamberlain on Mercury, Nashville. Hillbilly Bone, Blake Shelton featuring Trace Atkins, produced by Scott Hendricks on Reprise Records. Need You Now, Lady Antebellum, produced by Paul Worley and Lady Antebellum, Capitol Records, Nashville. The House That Built Me, Miranda Lambert, produced by Frank Liddell and Mike Ruck on Columbia, Nashville. And White Liar, Miranda Lambert, produced by Frank Liddell and Mike Ruck on Columbia, Nashville.
Song of the Year. And this award goes to the songwriters. The nominees are A Little More Country Than That, Rory Lee Feek, Don Portress, and Wynn Varble. Need You Now, Dave Haywood, Charles Kelly, Hillary Scott, and Josh Keir. The House That Built Me, Tom Douglas and Alan Shamblin. Toes, Zach Brown, Wyatt Durrett, John Driscoll Hopkins, and Sean Mullins. White Liar, Miranda Lambert and Natalie Hemby.
The nominees for Vocal Duo of the Year are Brooks and Dunn, Joey and Rory, Montgomery Gentry, Steel Magnolia, and Sugarland.
The nominees for Vocal Group of the Year are Lady Antebellum, Little Big Town, Rascal Flatts, the Band Perry, and the Zach Brown Band.
And the nominees for New Artist of the Year are Luke Bryan, Easton Corbin, Jared Neiman, and I'm so incredibly proud to say Chris Young. Congrats, brother. I've said this from the get-go. This guy is an incredible singer, but he's even a better person, which is why it's good to see this happen. So,
Thanks.
And I'll need that guitar too, shipped to my house. And last but not least, the Zach Brown Band.
Man, Chris, congratulations to you. How you feeling?
Thanks, brother. I feel great, man. I mean, obviously being here, being able to stand on stage at the Ryman and hear your name called for a CMA nomination is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I saw, I read in advance that you'd be hosting this morning or helping to announce, and I had a good hunch that you'd be getting this nomination, but your voice sounds great. The records sound great on radio, and you're coming into your own. What's the plans for the future?
Don't screw it up.
Well said.
That's the big thing. Obviously we've got a single out right now called Voices that's just inside the top 30 this week, and climbing really well, and excited about that, making some new music for sometime next year, and we're out on the road with Rascal Flatts right now. So between all that stuff and the nomination, I mean, they're keeping us busy, but it's a good problem to have.
It is indeed, and your voice is it's an exceptional voice, and it sets itself apart. It's got a beautiful warmth to it. So I think you got years of great music ahead of you, and we've got years of your music for our ears. So that's fantastic. We wish you a bunch of good luck, and we'll see you CMA night, huh?
All right.
All right.
Thanks, brother.
Good to see you guys. Yeah, indeed.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. There you are. I got a
know.
blind
There we
spot
are.
with the mic there. Well, I want to first congratulate you guys. You did a great job this morning, not only sort of making us all feel informed, but you sang so beautifully. You know, really.
Thank you.
Yeah, the president of our label's sitting right out in front, so I felt like I was I always get nervous when he's around.
Yeah,
so.
you want to perform well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't want to get fired.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you guys, the first time I heard you on radio. I hadn't seen anything about what you looked like or anything, but I heard a really fresh sound, and I wanted to tell you guys that I think that some of the best sounds happening today are happening with some of the duos and groups, but I'm so appreciative of what you guys are doing. Tell me a little bit about your coming together and what you're up to next.
Well, we met. It's been probably about 5 years now, and I was actually working in a karaoke bar in downtown Nashville. And
I strolled in.
so we got together and we just started writing music and not really thinking about anything other than to write a good song, and started playing out in town, and people would come up after our show and go, man, you guys sound great together. And we had to kind of swallow a little pride and push our egos aside and say, hey, this is something really fresh and special. So we started working on more music and just kind of took it from there.
It's great. I really do mean what I said about the sound of your voices together are fantastic, and the records you're making sound really fresh to my ears. So I want to mention we've got a record on you guys dropping 1/11/11. That's
Right.
January 11th, 2011. Right.
Yeah.
Single out now, single coming. Tell us about that.
The single out right now is called "Just by Being You," and it's I think it just hit number 30 on both charts yesterday, and we're really excited about it. It's a real honest kind of a ballad love song, and
we just performed it actually.
I heard it.
Here
I
at
loved
the
it.
Ryman.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
that's right, we did just perform it. See, I told you I get nervous.
There is that, right?
Yeah.
And is it one that you guys wrote?
We didn't actually write this one. We got Britton Cameron and
Patricia
Conroy
Conroy.
actually wrote it. And
Nice writing.
I heard their version first, and I was like, wow, this is just a great song. So we had to have it, and we put it on the record, and we actually got to write 7 tracks on our own record. So we're excited about those
12-song record produced by Mr. Dan Huff, who we all
Who's
know and
nominated
love.
today.
Yep.
Musician of the Year.
Musician of the Year.
He's a magic man. He
Yeah,
is.
he
He
is.
is.
Man.
Well, I want to thank you guys for spending a little time and
Thank you.
congratulate you as well.